things going live and launch your income agency, a TikTok creator network agency. So we are doing things, friends. We are doing it big. Oh gosh, it has been a whirlwind. We are doing it though. Let me know if you have questions. Come on in. I know you guys are just excited as I am. Let me see. Let me get my stuff set up. And I appreciate how you doing, Michelle. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for coming over to the share that I sent over on TikTok. So yeah. So that is um, someone who is a crafter. She's a crafter. I think the crafting niche, junk journaling, as opposed to scrapbooking, is a subset of scrapbooking. I'm learning all the lingo as someone who is not in that niche. I'm learning. And then I actually have somebody who is in. So what I did, I shared you and a couple other people that are in kind of the crafting niche. So just kind of seeing broadly what crafters are doing and what how they are going live in their live experience. And then I have somebody who is a crocheter as part of the agency too. So yes, I had a moment and she definitely up and crafted her. You said, but I had a moment and she's definitely up and crafting early. Yes, she is. Yeah, that's early. Yes, it was. It was. And where am I going? I'm going to my other page. I said, what am I doing over here? Yes, she was up early, super early. But yeah, she was up early. And then the other, so what it did for me, and I'll talk about this too. This is like an agency thought that came in mind, like knowing that there are people who are going live that are showcasing their craft, showing it, demonstrating it, doing tutorials, doing the actual, craft itself. And and if there are some things that we can do to kind of glean how they're doing it, but also um, what are things that we need to improve, like broadly having that community kind of look at each other and see what are some things that you can take from what they're doing to bring to your live stream, or how do we help each other kind of think differently about the live stream process too. So I did that. I'm thinking in my mind, I was like, okay, I need to create maybe a little bit more of a little subset community for people to say, okay, let's go to each other's lives and kind of create a support system that way too. That's where my mind was going. But you were in my list of people to invite too. I was like, let me invite Michelle. So that's what happened there. But it's been a really great experience so far. We had 45 people get invited to the agency. It was 55 applications and 45 invites. Interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited. So in 3 days, 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yep, 4 days. So really good things happening here. So I'm so excited. So we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep it up. I Awesome. That's all about community. It is. It is. It's all about community. We're all trying to figure this thing out. Hello, friends. Speaking of community, the YouTube community. How are you, friends? Come on in. We are talking. Yes, Michelle Crochets is my moderator. She is in the building. She's in the chat. Definitely connect with her. Make sure you like the live. So click like. And then if you are new to my live and you have not been here and haven't subscribed, click that subscriber button. Make sure you subscribe and also click the bell so you can get notifications on when I go live and when I post content. And so really quickly, we'll do a quick housekeeping real quick. 18 years and older. This is a professional um, live stream. We are talking about monetizations. We're talking about the launch your income agency. So you got to be over 18 to engage fully. And then also we are a professional chat. So and so with that, I want you all to know that when you're in the chat, when you're in the communicating, that you are staying focused on the topic. The topic is live streaming topic. In this case, we're going to give a lot of tips and strategies when it pertains to TikTok because I am a TikTok creator network agency. And so I just got approved last week and we just did our launch and this is our launch week. So we are launching, okay? So we're going to talk about that quite a bit. We're going to talk about the importance of the value added of having an agency and some things you want to consider if you want to join the agency too. So that is what's happening here. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Feel free to ask questions. I do talk about all things live streaming. And then, like I said, my moderator is here. She is here to help you grow, here to help you optimize your channel. If you are thinking about what does it mean to be a YouTuber and be intentional about your growth and your strategy for building your community, she's the person you want to talk to. Okay, you definitely want to talk to her and connect with her. So let me know if there's questions. Like I said, thank you for joining. Again, my name is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. I am the founder of Launch Your Income Agency. It is a TikTok live creator network agency approved by TikTok to support people in their live streaming journey as a live host on TikTok. So I'm helping creators there. I'm going to come on to TikTok. I co-stream. I'm going to turn it on in a second and talk all things going live in a second. And then I'll give you the opportunity to click the link that's in my profile and my bio to also participate if you are interested in being in the agency. Okay. The agency is free. It's a free service. I say it again, it's a free service. Free service meaning that TikTok pays me as an agency. And then you as a live host, you are going live, you are doing all things to get monetized by TikTok. And I support you so that you can grow, stay. I tell people all the time, TikTok. They want you to stay on the app. They want you to engage. They want you to do well. And essentially that is what I support. I support your journey. So glad to connect with you guys right now. Yes, thank you so much for chatting. Yes, please put something in the chat. Make sure, like I said, you like the live and you also subscribe if you haven't done so already. But say hello. Say I'm here. I'm listening to you, Dr. Lisa. I'm here. And then, like I said, you see where Michelle, she is my moderator. She is seeing, how you doing, Leon? And so she is seeing your comments and she can help you also with any questions about YouTube and your strategy here, as well as making sure that if you're 18 years or older, it's great that you're in the room. If you're under that, this is not the room for you because I want to make sure you are able and of age to make decisions when it comes to your live stream journey. Okay? Thank you so much, friend. Make sure you stay on topic too. This is a professional chat. So appreciate your friends. Let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, we are about to go live on TikTok. I like how you doing, friend? I do co-stream, so we're gonna go live over there. We'll get started over there in just a few seconds. But let me know again if you have questions. Go ahead and like the live, comment, and then click the subscriber button and get click that bell so you can get notifications too. And then also subscribe to my moderator. Yes, Michelle Crochet Shays. Thank you so much, friends. So we are gonna get started in just a few seconds. And then you guys are welcome to listen. I tell people all the time, if you are interested in anything I'm talking about, you can pop over to TikTok and participate over there as well. Like I said, the agency is free, so I'll run down all the services and what's happening here and how I can support you. And like I said, comment. Go ahead and comment, guys. Go ahead and comment so we can get to chatting. We are here to connect. And then I do spend a lot of time over here on TikTok, but I do see comments. I do respond. My eyes may be a little diverted down here, but I see y'all, so don't feel like I'm totally ignoring. But I am talking to the TikTok community quite a bit in my live stream just because of the agency itself. Okay, thank you so much, and a lot of tips I give pertain to the TikTok community. You said I'm from India. Okay, so India, welcome to the live. Thank you so much. Please make sure you stay focused on the line. Thank you so much, friends. All right. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the live. Happy launch week. We're going to say happy launch week. I said weekend before. Appreciate you, friend. All right. And let me know if you have questions. Appreciate everybody here. This is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in, friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate you joining a live. Let me know where you're from. We are here to connect. This is my um, go live. We're doing our launch weekend, our launch week activities. Let me see. I'm gonna log into my other account. How you doing, friends? Come on in. We're just getting started. I usually will. Hello, how you doing, pals? You out in these TikTok streets, friend. I saw you earlier, and thank you for acknowledging that invite as well. I was just on with Yes Michelle, and we were chatting over there. Yes, good morning, good morning. So thank you for coming because I'm gonna give you the whole spiel about Launch Your Income Agency, and we're gonna talk through what to expect with the agency. Thank you so much. I'm excited for you. I need to be sending out the confetti balloons for you. You said, look here, Dr. Lisa, we're about to take this to the next level. I need to connect with the short stuff too. The short stuff she mentioned that in her live. So I appreciate her spreading the good news. That's what this is all about. Spread the good news. Say, hey, I am getting agency support. Let me take this to the next level. I am going to. I'm setting on my phone to be a responder. Okay, so yes, thank you so much. I love that she did an announcement live. Yes, she did. We gonna do it. We're gonna do big things. So she announced it. I missed her live. I think I was still. We were doing a Zoom call. So I'm assuming she. Well, I had to ask her. Did she get a chance to come to the Zoom? I'm not sure if she was in the room. I don't know. I don't know if she was there. I have to check in on her and just see if I can peek in on her live because she does her lives. I gotta find out. I think it's in the evening. Hey, Coach Jesse, how are you, friend? Come on in. Turn up my sound effects. Thank you so much. I have to check in her. It got cut off. She was in a meeting. She was in my meeting. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so she heard a lot of it. Okay, and then she must have went live, maybe shortly after then. So, all right, thank you for sharing that. Hey, y'all. What is it? What's the Monday? Because you say happy Wellness Wednesdays. Happy Thriving Thursdays. What's Monday saying? I can't remember. Is it Magnificent Monday? Let me know, Coach Jesse. Come on in, friends. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Come on in, Lady T. How are you? I see your friends. Thank you for all the likes. I'm driving home from doctors. Okay. Are you we're good? It's just checkup stuff. I hope all is well, friend. A happy marvelous Monday. There we go. I knew it was something. I was like, I know you say something for Mondays. um, Friends, thank you for joining the live. Make sure you like the live, comment, share. We are going to get started. I'm going to share a little bit more about Launch Your Income Agency. I said happy launch week because that's what we're doing this week. How you doing, Lady T? Appreciate your friend. That's what we're doing this week. We are doing the launch week. So I have to say, you'll see a link here. It's a little gold link in the left corner for you all. It is part of, thank you so much, Michelle. It is part of the TikTok Live Creator Network program, okay? It is part of that program. So it is part of the TikTok Live Creator Network program. And my agency was approved to be part of that program. So we're going to talk about what does that mean, because what does it mean for you is that you're able to get support from an agency free as part of one of TikTok's programs that they offer. TikTok pays you from your live stream as you monetize in your live stream, specifically under the Scale Live Rewards. I talk about that initiative. And then TikTok pays me as an agency to continue to support you. So TikTok gets a percentage of any rewards that happen in a live. They take their percentage and support. They use that to pay an agency that supports you. Okay, so that's how it works. But we're gonna explain that a little bit further. It's one of my monthly checkups. Okay, perfect. All right, that's good. The checkups are good. We need to check up. Definitely says you see. I put the flagship video for the third channel. Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. I had to take a look at it. I don't know, with the chat, I don't necessarily always get to see, but that's good. Yeah, awesome. So I was about to say, send it to me, maybe text it to me so I can see it that way too. Thank you all for sharing the live, liking the live. We're going to get to talking and chatting and stuff. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have questions as well. Um, I am going to, I've been getting invites lately. I'm going to cut the invites off for a second. But let me know. Oh, I'm 2 away from 500. Oh, nice, nice. So close. I'm driving but listening. All right, friends. Well, you probably at some point gonna have to click the link. So we'll talk through that because I want to make sure people who are live hosts or aspiring live hosts, you're like, okay, you know what, Dr. Lisa, I'm gonna click the button. I'm gonna go live. Are battles mandatory? Battles are not mandatory. They're strongly encouraged. And so what I will tell you is that um, what was not told to me is the why behind a battle. And so what I try to do, and we had our first monthly meeting last night. Um, what I try to make sure I'm being as transparent about, okay, if you're going to be here, you're thinking about growth. If you're thinking about growth from a monetization perspective as well as a follower perspective, you want to think about how do you incorporate that into your live stream. So not doing them daily, not even doing them weekly if you choose not to, but at least try to do them once a month. I think every month there's something to celebrate. Every month there's something to acknowledge. And you can make that part of your live stream in a way that's authentic to you, but also thinking about, okay, what's the strategy here too? Okay, so I just want to be cognizant of that, but I don't tell people that they have to do it. I will say this. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing, Sterling? Appreciate your friend. Thank you for coming on into the live. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I want to make sure you guys understand how to do it, and we talk about friendly battles. We talk about ways to maybe even do it inter agency, where people are within the agency connecting with each other and battling, because you all have communities and you can kind of come together and do it that way. Or even if you wanted to participate in some of the challenges and battles that TikTok coordinates, because they have the match weekends. And then they also, I'm going to coordinate a few with some fellow agencies to see if we can kind of do some battle alliances that way. So there's some things that you can do, but again, it's up to you. I'm just going to tell you what I experienced and what no one told me. So you know how hindsight 2020, if you knew what you knew, you would do different things differently. I would definitely do things differently. Okay. So thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. How you doing, Mr. Treetop? Mr. Treetop, you got me to thinking. Let me say this out loud. You motivated me in an interesting way. So I was teasing about, was that yesterday? It was yesterday. I think it was yesterday morning. I can't, the days are blurring, friend, but I believe it was yesterday morning. You went live, and as soon as I came live, we did a co-host together. I like that. I like that for a couple reasons, and let me explain that. Dr. Lisa, I need help with that picture you sent. What you need? What you need? You need to take that picture and download it, save it to your camera roll. Take that picture I sent, the blank one, the one without my face on it. Take that picture I sent, and if you can take that image and save it into your camera roll, you should be able to hit the picture, and then there should be some options for you to save it or download it. I have to go back and look. But you should be able to save that to your camera, save it to your phone, and then when you go live, you should be able to pull that up from your camera roll and use that image to put your face on it, do a text overlay and stuff. Yeah, a message, photo overlay. So yeah, you should be able to do that. That's the way I would do it, and then do text on screen. Yep, that's what I would do. So that becomes like almost like a background. Yeah. Mrs. Treetop, yes, TikTok sent me out to you. I didn't send a question. So TikTok sent it just like you see here where you guys are messaging me. TikTok, as a live host, TikTok will say, oh, here's a creator that we suggest that you can co-host with. Or here's a creator you can send a request to be a guest in your live. They send those little messages. And honestly, if you're not paying attention, I often will click the invite because I'm always moving my finger on the chat. So I'm always doing something. So I've invited people by accident, and I'll say, "Hey, don't answer that." Usually the guest options. I don't know why, but the guest options I'll say, hey, I sent that invite, don't answer it. My bad, my bad. Because I'm moving and touching things. And so I'm assuming that's what happened to you. When you were touching the screen or looking at your chat, you invited me. And so that's what happened. So I was saying that I think that is a good practice, especially for my newbies. Because if nothing else, and I don't know if it was helpful, but it was just a quick way for me to talk to you real time while you're in your live. And I can say, hey, look at your analytics. How long have you been going live? I want you to pay attention to the screen at the bottom, and here's the different things you can tap. So I think I'm going to try to incorporate some of that for people who are like new, like you were new. Like Mrs. Treetop literally just went live. How many lives have you done now? You've done have you done your 3? I think you've done your 3. Have you done 4? So we went on live together. I was on Zoom with her, and she hit the go live button for the very first time. So I have a growing number of you that are like that actually have to do that trial live and then have to do their other lives. So that number is growing. I think there's maybe 5 to 7 in my queue right now. Yes, I did 3. I plan on going live today. Look at you. You're like, look here, let me do this live thing. Okay, so quick tip. This is going to be my pro tip for my people in the room. So Mrs. Treetop, this is for you too. Lighting. We're going to have to work on lighting, people. I want you guys to see an old video. I meant to share it last night, but we had so much to cover, and I knew it was going to be a lot to cover. And it was actually like two things that I had on my list that I didn't get a chance to verbally say, because I want you guys to start setting goals for yourself this week. So I didn't verbally share that. So I may send in a message for you all. But I wanted to mention lighting as like a pro tip for you guys to kind of focus on your lighting for the week. That's kind of like I want everybody in the agency to assess your lighting. And that's going to be important, and you're going to have to kind of see where can you improve it. Now, I do stage lights right now, and I like it. I'll show it to you. This filter, this is with the hand, this effect has a little bit of a lighting effect to it also. I'm trying to figure out a definite time. Yes, I know I didn't know I would be doing this. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. We all didn't know we were going to be doing this. How you doing the main event? Appreciate your friend. We all were like, am I doing this? We're like, what am I really doing this? I say it all the time. If I, on my bingo card for the new year, like, hey, was TikTok live host on it? No. Okay, I didn't wait for it for you, friend. Oh, what happened? What you mean you didn't wait for me? The main event. Oh, you were somebody else. Hello, Bobby. How are you, friend? Hello. You said, oh, yeah, I didn't wait for you. I know, friend. I will say if it's under 15 days, that's all I'm going to say about that. If it's under 15 days, there's still a chance. But if it is not, you go talk to your agency. Hello, how you doing? Yes, Michelle, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. And so, they gave us our flash goal. Let's see, flash goal. Donuts. TikTok is being nice this Monday morning. Yay, TikTok. Yay, thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. How you doing, Lee? So let me do this, friends. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. We are going to get to talking. Let's see. None of us knew we were going to be doing this. I know that's right. Oh, thank you for the flash go. For the lighting up the gift gallery. I appreciate your pals. Thank you so much, friends. That donut got lit up. So thank you for the shares. I see you all. Appreciate you all. So come on in. I do have the flash goal. It is the donut. Thank you for the daily heart me. We are going to talk about the TikTok Live Creator Network program. I'm going to talk about the agency. We did our first meeting yesterday. It was so great seeing all you guys. I'm overwhelmed by just how, and I say this all the time, I just sit back and when I get done with the days are longer now, y'all. But when I get done with the day, I talk to my husband. I said, I need about 30 minutes to just unload. let me just talk to you. And he's my person right now. So I'm sharing all the good news. And I was like, this is just amazing. And just thinking about how many people you guys are doing this and you're like nervous and scared, but you guys are brilliant. Everybody is such naturals. So I say that all the time because I think we oftentimes don't realize, how we could do something that is not in our comfort zone, is outside of our comfort zone. And we do it, and we do it with such magnificent energy. It's just amazing. So I get to see it, y'all, at a 50,000 foot level. And then, you know, obviously everybody is doing their own niche, their own topic, and you guys are doing it so well. So there's so much opportunity. So, with that being said, let me know if you, okay, so what I'm trying to do, I want to make sure, yesterday was a lot of information. It was a lot of information. I told y'all I had a lot of information for y'all. I had a lot. I have to say, I like Zoom AI. Did y'all look at those notes? I did not doctor any of those notes. Now I probably could make a few adjustments, a little small tweaks here and there, but let me just tell y'all that AI got those notes and summarized literally everything we talked about in such a nice little summary for us. I was like, oh, gave us little bullet notes of everything was Dr. Lisa will do, Dr. Lisa will do, Dr. Lisa will do. But I was like, oh, we did say that. So just know we are doing it. I don't, like I said, I'm not gatekeeping. I want you guys to do well. You got notes, you got recordings, you got different ways to engage. There's no reason you can't be great. It's all up to you. You can't say Dr. Lisa ain't giving it to you. It's going to be up to you to do it. Okay? So that's what the agency is about. I'm going to give you all the tools to be successful. I'm not gatekeeping. I share everything with you. And then we're going to see some changes. We're going to see some growth, because if you are in it and participating and doing the work and showing up and fixing making some tweaks along the way to how you are engaging in your live stream, you're going to see the improvement. We appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you too. Thank you so much, friend. Yes, Michelle, appreciate you holding down the room as well. Appreciate you over on the YT. So really quickly, I want to make this live as helpful for the people in the agency, and then also want to use the lives for bringing new people in the agency. So we're going to talk about the agency. This link in the left corner is the application. If you're interested in applying, I'm going to talk about the program real quick, but I also recognize that some of the people in my room, you guys have questions. So I was thinking, this is what I was trying to go with earlier. Mrs. Treetop, when you came into my live the other day, I was able to help you like real time with just understanding the app or understanding the live stream. So I want to do some of that. I want to make sure I'm getting questions answered for you all, especially my newbies, because I don't want you guys to give up. I want you all to stay engaged in this process. So that's what I want to do. I do need for you to go live. So we need to get past any nervous energy, anything that's holding you back. We got to get past that, and you got to click that go live button. So that is going to be the key. But in the meantime, if you have questions about the live process, I want to make sure I'm answering questions too. We can make it a Q&A. We can make it a guest feature. We can probably do a co-host feature, like if you jumped over to your live, started it, and we can kind of talk as you're in the live. That could be an option. So we can play around with this format in here. If it gets too in-depth with questions, because I want to kind of keep it to somewhat of the basics and not strategy as much. Because strategy I want to leave for internal conversations. But if it's just mechanical things like touch this, do that, I want to make sure you are getting the information you need. Okay? I am new here and nervous about the live. This is helpful. Bobby, how are you, friend? You are in the right room. So let me do my spiel, and you guys keep tapping and sharing. TikTok did give us the flash goal. The flash goal is donuts. If you see in my box, my box up here where the flash goal is called a live goal box. This is for my newbies in the room. And sometimes people refer to it as your wish box. So you'll see that. So TikTok gives flash goals. TikTok decides what it is. You don't decide what the flash goal is. Your live goal, you can decide and reset. You always want to have a live goal once you have that feature turned on. My friend, Mrs. Treetop, you should have that feature turned on. So you should always be selecting a live goal box, a live goal for your live. I said live goal box, live goal wish box. So you always want to select that. And in our meeting yesterday, I alluded to what is some thinking surrounding what are you putting there. Okay. So that's what I wanted to make sure I said too. Um, and we could talk about that offline if you have questions about that, because I know you should have that feature turned on now. The so yes, the flash goal is there. So so feel free to support the flash goal. I say that, and that's part of why I said it that way, because you don't want to. TikTok doesn't want you to say do this, do that, like as if you're forcing people to do stuff. You just encourage. You let them know where things are at, and you just say, hey, I have this going on. TikTok gave us the flash goal. Feel free to support the flash goal. So that's how you want to do. If you do sound like you are requiring people to do stuff, or making it, trying to manipulate, um, you'll get a restriction. You'll get a violation for that. Okay, so you just got to be careful with that, the way you say things. Okay. Um, so just keep that in mind. It's all about semantics and the verbiage sometimes with the AI. Okay, so that way the algorithm doesn't turn against you. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. So if you are new to my live, I saw Bobby. She said she was new. Anybody else new in the room? We're gonna chat for a little bit. How you doing, Nika Grace? I saw you sneak in, friend. How are you? Thank you so much for joining the live. So we're gonna talk about the agency. We're gonna talk about support. How you doing, NK? How are you, friend? The main event. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you so much, Flash Goal. We got one more donut. One more donut. One more donut is the Flash Goal. So make sure if you would like to support it, you can send that as well. Thank you. Yes, I'm new. How you doing, Sterling Sentiments? How are you, friend? And then my newbies, wife, daughter, mother, daughter, truth teller, and seeker. 92 came correct. I love that. Come correct. Thank you so much for that. And then, and the last donut, whoever comes in, you are more than welcome to support the donut. The donut's the flash goal. So let me talk about the agency. So you'll see a gold link. It should be in the corner. It looks like a little link. Um, and it's in this left corner. So if you click that, it takes you to a page where you can apply to be part of what's called the Creator Network program, Live Creator Network program. TikTok has that program available. TikTok has that program available for you as creators who are interested in going live to support your live journey and helping you. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. I appreciate it. I think we hit the flash goal. Did we achieve it? We did. Yay! Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And so TikTok has that available for you to get support as a live host. The goal of the program is really designed for rookies, people who are new to going live, people who are looking to grow their community, looking to monetize. And so here's what TikTok knows the case is. They are leading. They are leading when it comes to live streaming. They do it more than the YT, because you guys know I co-stream on the YT. YT, y'all behind. So they do it more than the YT. They do it more than the other platforms, the FB or the IG. Any of those, they are leading. Okay? You said, chat, we did it. So they realize there's a lot of potential here. Obviously, from a revenue generating perspective, because people come in and they support lives, they support their live host, they are fans of that live host, and they build a community of supporters. So TikTok was like, okay, there's something to this. Let's see how we can scale this. Let's create this program where live hosts are getting training and support, keeping them motivated, keeping them encouraged, helping them understand data and what's in the platform that helps to grow their live stream, helping them understand how they can have different incentives and other programs to support them in their growth trajectory. So keeping you encouraged. I always say TikTok, TikTok when I point to my watch. They want you to stay here, and they want you to build a community so that other people are staying here. And then those people who are staying here versus the other places are essentially spending a lot of time and maybe money in terms of TikTok. So that is the logic. So I tell you guys, I don't gatekeep. I don't do smoke and mirrors. I tell you exactly what the T is, okay? And that's exactly the T. Did you get the heart me go? Yeah, I did. Thank you, Happy. I appreciate your friend. Hi, Brenda. How you doing? Good morning. So I tell you the tea. That's exactly goal. So no smoke and mirrors here. That's what they want from you. Okay. And so they want you to grow. Thank you for that daily heart me written. What does it say? Written with. It got cut off. Written with. Oh, it's just dots. You were fooling me. Okay. Written with. I love that. Soulful sounds that hit deep. Ooh, look at that, friend. I love it. I love it. How you doing, Coach? Appreciate your friend. So essentially, what they're doing is wanting you to grow. Now, the way they said they're going to do this is that, okay, we don't know everybody on this platform. We don't have eyes and ears on everyone who's here. So thank you for being a title gifter, the Rosa. So we're going to enlist and deputize agencies to be our eyes and ears, to recruit, to bring people in, people who are nervous, afraid, and scared to go live. Well, we'll get some agencies that will help motivate those people to do it. Or those people who kind of want to go live and have been going live, but they're trying to figure out how to grow their stream, how to do things more effectively and efficiently. Let's get some agencies to help train them. Okay, so that's what happened. That's what this program is all about. I usually pull out my phone because I'm going to show you guys where the program actually sits in the app, because I want to make sure you guys know exactly what's going on, because a lot of times new people don't know this is even a program that exists. So I'm going to go to my TikTok shop page. And so on my shop page, we're going to go to TikTok Studio. Let me turn my mirror to the other side so you guys can see the words correctly. So we're going to go to TikTok Studio. Okay, I'm going to press the showcase. And then under TikTok Studio, you see tools at the top, and then you see live. So this is the live center. When I say the live homepage, you go to live. This is where your live information is. If you scroll down, you'll see tools and resources right in the middle of the page. There's an arrow here. Let's see if it'll press. I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, so when I press that arrow, this pops up. This is the program we're talking about. We're talking about the Creator Network program. Okay? You guys see that? That's the Creator Network program. That's the program I'm referring to. It is in your live home center. So if you ever are curious, that's the program that we're talking about. When you click the link in the corner here, this link over here, it will allow you to apply to that program under my agency. My agency is called Launch Your Income Agency. I just got approved last week, and we launched. This is our launch week. I say happy launch week because this is our launch week. We launched officially on Thursday. I did a soft launch, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've been launching. And just so that you guys know, I mean, I have to say I'm so so overwhelmed by the support that's come here, and it's positive. So I'm looking at I have to do the math real quick. 56 people applied to the agency, 56, and I was able to accept 45 of them. And so in that 45 number, I think there is like 33 that are active. Like we got some more people who have to finalize the application or do those trial lives. Because if you don't go live, you don't have to be live. You got to just be motivated and inspired to go live. And TikTok will say, okay, well, wait a minute, you've never gone live, so I'm gonna make you do a trial live first. So there's some people out there who have to still do their trial live. But recognizing that many people in that short period of time have clicked the button to go live. So just know, or be part of the agency. So just know that we're doing big things. We did our first meeting yesterday. Thank you all for coming in. How you doing, Coach Rhonda? We did our first meeting yesterday, and we did it over Zoom. So we, for the agency, we're going to use Zoom meetings to do weekly check-ins. So we're going to talk very intentionally over there. I'm thinking about doing a few little sub meetings. So stuff that's popped in my head already. I know I need to do a meeting for my newbies. So these are probably my people who have gone live under 30 days. Okay, so if you are someone who's gone live under 30 days, I'll probably do a meeting for you all. And then I'll probably do a meeting for my people who are 60 days, and I was about to say 30 days and more. Do a meeting for you all, because I think those are like two distinct groups. There's probably even a mid-tier group in there as well, because I think there's there's the 30 days and more, probably 30 to 90-day group, and then my 90 and above, because there's a few of you who have gone live over 90 days. And so I probably do need to do 3 separate categories, but I think I'm going to do 2 for now, where we have the newbies under 30 days, and then we have my people who are 30 and above. And then there is probably even another tier that I could probably think about, because I just so happen, I'm just talking out loud to you guys real quick, so you guys bear with me for a second, because I want to make sure I talk to people who are talk about the services too for the program, and people always ask what's the requirements. Well, TikTok has requirements. I don't necessarily have requirements, so we'll make that distinction in a second. Um, but what I do want to do is I recognize that there's a couple different niches that seem aligned. Okay, so we probably do need to have like a niche conversation with a few categories. So my crafters, that's a niche. I can see that. My self-help people, that's a niche. So I think those are like the two niches that are jumping out right now. So I think that's what I want to do, where we have conversations, because what's happening, and this is the reality, and I just want you guys to hear me out real quick, because I'm going to pivot in a second. The algorithm will show you what you're looking for and searching for. So there's no need to feel competitive. There's no competition. So that is not something I want people to get kind of focused on, like, oh, only people are going to see me is this group of people. Only people who I'm going live at the same time that all my other people who will come visit me go live. And so I want us to kind of get away from that notion, because we're trying to grow and expand beyond that. And there's billions of people on this app. So we want to tap into the people who are not even looking at us yet, don't even see us yet. And so if we can glean ideas from each other within our own community, I think that's going to help us grow and help us think strategically about, okay, what are some things I could be doing and saying differently? How can I approach this differently? So that's kind of where I want this to go too, because I don't want you guys to just kind of be in this little small insulated bubble and you're not able to see beyond your, your community, your life. So I say that because all that's popped in my head. So I got so many different ideas, but I do see where you all can grow and expand. Do you have your own shop as well as this channel? Do you do them at the same time? How does it work? TikTok shop, I do have a separate TikTok shop page. Yeah, when I was just talking about, this is my shop page. I got approved last Monday to be an agency, and had done some initial work, but last week a girl was busy, so I did not do shop at all last week. And so I said, I said I was going to try to do shop this week. We're going to see, knock on wood, I can do shop this week. We'll see if I can get over there on the other page. Actually, I do need to post a video, because I have a sample for a product that will expire soon if I don't post a video about that sample, about that particular product. So again, shop I could talk about. Shop I'm familiar with. Am I expert at shop? I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I know enough to be dangerous. That's why I tell people I know enough to be dangerous. How to stand a shop up, how to get shop access, how to post videos, how to do shoppable lives. So I know enough about it, but I'm not as true expert. But I do have the both pages. Just really quickly, you asked that question, Coach Lily. My shop page used to be my original first page on TikTok. It was my my faceless page, because the girl was faceless. Okay, so I was faceless. Nobody knew I was Dr. Lisa on that page, and I had been here, seeing people go live, seeing this experience, and I was like, okay, I could be face forward. I could do this. You said what? I'm like, girl, no way. Because I was nervous, shy. I was y'all. I was nervous. I wasn't doing this. I was like, no, I don't see my what? So no, all the things you think about the internet, I was like, oh no. And so that's why I tell you guys, fast forward. You said I love it. Fast forward. What are we, 8 months later? 8 months later? I mean, I shouldn't say 8 months. It's probably more like 10 months, because I was nervous and shy back in like November. So, or October, November. I was like, I ain't doing that, but I'll do faceless. How you doing, Shea Sprays? And so for that, I was like, okay, let me see. I'll do this. And yeah, so I did face forward as of January. That's when I started to be face forward. It was like, I tell people all the time, thank you so much. Do it scared. Yes, do it scared. Faceless is funny. faceless funny. It's like Dr. Lee, she was faceless. And so, yes, so that account was actually not getting the love because I created this account, and this account was my account for the new year to go live, and it's grown. As you can tell, it's grown tremendously. You said scared straight. That's it. That's it. And then so it's grown, and then I was like, okay, well, let me do um, this account, and I started being face forward. The other account I actually changed to my shop account because I had shop access. I just wasn't doing anything with it, and so I rebranded it and rebranded it and decided to make it face forward. So that's what ended up happening. Thank you so much, everybody who's coming in. Let me check, make sure all is well. Let's see. If you if you are new to my live, thank you for joining. We are talking all things going live. We are talking about the agency. So let me share a little bit more about the agency. What's the name of your shop account? Dr. Lisa Shops. Dr. Lisa Shops. So if you want to go over there, you're welcome to. Dr. Lisa Shops. And the agency. That's what I was like, where was I going with that agency? So if you click the link here in the corner, you can submit an application. It's a quick little click application. Let me talk through that because TikTok obviously has to approve you to be invited into the agency. So TikTok is going to do a couple different checks. They're going to check to make sure that you are in the US or Canada. That's what my agency supports, the US or Canada. So that's the first step. You have to be in this region. So if your IP address, because I had somebody yesterday that applied and she said, I created the account in the US, but I live in the DR. Well, I'm assuming TikTok knows. I'm just going to say TikTok knows. The algorithm computer knows. I don't know how they know, but they know. So it popped up. I couldn't invite you. So I couldn't invite that person because they were in an unsupported region. Okay. I actually had somebody else apply from my website. I didn't even know. I saw it in there, and they applied, and they again were not in the U.S. Thank you so much, friend. And so with that, to have 2 pages and do a shoppable live page, do you have to have 300 plus followers also? To have 2 pages and do a shoppable live page, do you have to have 300 plus also? Answer is no to live access. The answer is you need more to get shop. You have to have 1,000 followers to get TikTok shop, and it's actually over 1,000. I like to tell people all the time, they say 1,000, but it's more like 1,500 before you actually get invited. You got to get invited to the program, so it's usually above 1,000. To get live access, you need less. You can get live access as early as 50 followers. To have a second page, when we talk about the agency conversation, you were asking about live access. Live access, the pilot program for TikTok Shop is available with 1,000 plus followers. And you typically get invited into the pilot program, which there's a limitation on how many lives you can do, shoppable lives, and how many shoppable videos you can do a week. You usually can get invited as a pilot. Under the pilot program, you can do 5 shoppable videos a week and 3 shoppable lives. They do have a feature or an upgraded option for you to do more shoppable lives, unlimited shoppable lives, but that's after you've done so many shoppable videos, shoppable lives, and you've made some sales. That's called the GMV. You'll see that's called the gross merchandise value. And so they want you to have some sales. They want you to have essentially have gone live doing shoppable lives, and then they'll upgrade you to unlimited. You may still have limitation on the shoppable videos, but they'll upgrade you to unlimited lives because they really do want you to do shoppable lives as part of your TikTok shop. Okay, so that is part of the shop process. When it comes to regular lives, a second account, people have been applying with me that way and have gotten approved. Um, if you have a page where you have not gone live on it before, and they're over 50 followers, I've seen people get live access that way, and through the trial live. So you have to do a trial live. It's a 10-minute trial live, and then you can get live access. Hello, how you doing, Wendy? Appreciate your friend coming on in. Thank you so much. I saw your Wendy. I saw where you had accepted. Awesome, awesome. I saw that. Saw that this morning. Good morning, friend. And I think you're good. You are. Are you on WhatsApp? Let me know. Did you get into the WhatsApp? You were in the meeting yesterday, so you definitely got the information. Yes, I did. Okay, got it. Good. I'm gonna try my best, y'all. Let me say this out loud because that's what I wanted to reiterate yesterday on our call. I'm gonna try my best to get us away from WhatsApp. We'll see, because I just don't like the idea of people who join afterwards. They don't see the previous chat comments, and so it's just having to read, put stuff in. So I really do need to get over on the school platform quickly. I'm gonna have to stand that up. So I'm gonna try my best to do it. And that's like my Wednesday project. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of focus on that Wednesday, Thursday. No, I need to get into it. No, you do need to get in WhatsApp. You have the link though, because you should have it. Because you got that email had, yes, school is awesome. Yeah, school is better. It's a lot more organized. I'm not a big fan of their community area because it's just like a running chat also. But I think there's a little bit there's some more ways you can kind of manage over there. Because you have the modules, the folders you can create. You can kind of make that kind of a repository of where people can go. And I think it just becomes a little bit more organized. Yeah. Can you join an agency for a shoppable account? There is a TikTok shop agencies. Yes, absolutely. There are TikTok shop agencies. Yes. And TikTok shop agencies, I actually, on my shop page, I belong to one. Live Legion. Now, you can go to that page and message the founder of Live Legion. Her name is Jessica, message her. I don't know if she is still accepting applications. So message her to kind of inquire if you're interested in her agency. Also on TikTok Shop, when you go to the tools and resources, the TikTok Shop toolkit, go into that area, and then there is top partner agencies that are listed there. So that's another way to see what are some of the top performing agencies that you can join, that you can apply to. Maybe I should say it differently, that you can apply to, because you have to be accepted into those too. Same way, like I said, if you click the link here, you're applying. TikTok will let us know if you are eligible to be invited into the agency. Same concept. Although I think there's a little bit more scrutiny, and they are sometimes a little bit more selective, especially if you're a new creator. Okay. Let me know if you froze and I didn't get the two agencies. Please repeat them. Oh, you know what, I did freeze because it froze on this side too. How you doing, Mama Leanne? Appreciate your friend. Live Legion is the agency. You can message her to see if she's still accepting applications. Live Legion. And then TikTok Shop agency. And let me just give a disclaimer because I'm saying names now that are not my agency. I'll give a disclaimer in a second, but just know that is a TikTok Shop partner agency. That's different from the creator agencies I'm talking about. So you can go over there and message her if you want to send her an inbox message, and she'll answer and see where she stands with taking applications. I think she was being a little bit more selective in her process. And then there are also on TikTok Shop, under the TikTok Shop toolkit, there is a tab for you to click for the top partners that are for TikTok Shop. And those partners agencies are the top performing ones. And again, they are a little bit more selective. So you have to apply to them, and then they will let you know if they allow you into their partnership and to their program. The other thing you need to know about TikTok Shop is that TikTok Shop, where I said the Creator Network program is a free service to you, where you don't have to pay a fee. You're not your diamonds, your skill live rewards that TikTok has allocated for you all is 100% yours. Whereas TikTok takes their cut and then they give it to the agency. It doesn't work that way with Shop. Shop is different. Shop, each shop agency operates differently. So Don't know all the nuances and all the different ways they do it, but they do operate differently. They don't have the same um, policy or practice that the Creator Network has. Okay, so I just want to make that distinction for you all, just so that you don't go over there and be like, oh, I thought it was going to be free. Not necessarily. Okay. So that's a different program. Let me know. You said, oh, okay, good information. Yep, yep. So let me know if there's any question. Yeah, it depends on the agency. Every agency does it differently over there because they have different percentages. They have different models that they follow. Yeah, so it's a little different. I'll use that. It's a little different. It's not as I'm not gonna say that it's not structured because it's different. I think everybody does operate a little differently over there. So just know that that is a distinction. Let me go back to my disclaimer. So when it comes to the Creator Network program, that's where my agency is. If you click the link here, this is where you're applying to. That agency process is based on, first of all those, when I talk about my disclaimer, I can't talk about other agencies. So if you are with an agency, if you are getting support from agency, then technically you need to be connecting with those agents and just talking to them, because I cannot be in a position where I look as if I'm coaching people who are not in my agency or I am poaching. Okay. So when I do this particular live, I'm talking general about my experience, or I'm talking about here's the process for my agency. So just recognize that that's how I operate. And so if you are with somebody, what I can tell you is that my experience that I was with agency previously. When you are the policy is if you're with an agency for less than 15 days, you can end that relationship if you want to without notice. If you do go over 15 days, you have to give 30-day notice to let them know you're leaving. And then you have to, before you can go to a new agency, you have to wait 60 days. So a total of 2 months before you can go to a new agency. Okay? So just know that that's pretty much 90 days, but just know that that is the policy across the board. So just kind of keep that in mind depending on what you're trying to do. Um, as a person, this is what I just say. I try to be as transparent as possible. I want you all to know you're welcome to apply. It's going to be up to TikTok to determine if you're eligible to be invited to the agency, because they'll see based on your region, if you have to be in the US or Canada. They'll see if you are eligible because maybe you've already earned some money. If you earned over 5,000, TikTok typically says you're not new, you're not a rookie, you understand how this game works. And so you don't need an agency. So that's something else that they put out there as a disclaimer. And then if you have any violations or any issues going on with your account, typically they will say, no, you might not be the right person for an agency support too. So those are things that you want to keep in mind. Thank you for the information. You're welcome, Sterling. And so just know that those are TikTok's rules. And then ultimately what I share is the services I offer. Services I offer, like I said, everything's free. Hey, the short stuff. How you doing, friend? Thank you. You sent Pals over. Pals, you still in the room? Let me know if you're still here, friend. So yeah, you are still here. How you doing, friend? Okay, TikTok chooses interesting. Yeah, TikTok has the platform that I am in is called Backstage. So TikTok does it. Hey, Halaku. Halaku, I'm an agency. Hey, friend girl. She was amped in my live yesterday. What? She applied. Pals applied. Pals is in. She's like, Dr. Lisa. She messaged me. And I said, if you choose to, if you want to apply, you're welcome to apply. She said, I already applied. I was tickled up and back and looked. I was like, she did apply. She said, I already applied. I knew what I was doing. I just thought that was so funny. I looked at her, I was like, yeah, she did apply. It's in there. What do you do for your creators coming to the agency? What do I do for them? Okay, let me talk about services. We got some stuff that we're trying to do a big, friend. We're gonna try to do a big. All right, so here's the deal. A lot of it is based on. Let me give my other disclaimer. So people ask the question, do I need an agency? Do I need an agency to go live? And here's my answer, okay? My answer is an agency can be definitely a supporter to you because you don't know what you don't know. Okay. So now that I've had a peek behind the curtain, yes, I would say most people who are rookies new at this, you need an agency. However, you do not need an agency if you don't want to go live. If you are not committed to going live. If you are going live once a month, if you are going live every other month, then you don't need no agency. But yeah, I mean you don't because you're not going live enough. How you doing, Blue? Appreciate you, friend. So I will say it first starts with you in terms of what you are looking to do with your live stream and how you're looking to grow. I also encourage people, this is a strong encouragement. I don't have a requirement for how often you need to go live, but I will say if you are going to want results and want to move the needle on your account, you want the algorithm to favor you and support your live and stuff, then I tell people I strongly encourage you to go live at least 3 days a week for about an hour each time. That's the minimum. Because if you're doing that, then you can start seeing some patterns. You can start seeing a get good sense when you look at your analytics and your data. You can say, oh, okay, here's how many new followers I got. Here's how many diamonds I've collected. Here's how, you can look at the numbers. But if you're going once a month, that's not really telling you much. Or if you're only going a couple times, if you're going twice a week or every other week or on occasion pop-ups and stuff, the data is not going to really tell you much. So I just want you, when we talk about this being a data-driven coaching and support, I want you to be able to look at your data and be able to say, okay, here's what my numbers are telling me. And tell Dr. Lee that I had my most successful live yet yesterday. Did you really? I was saying earlier, I need to come to your live. I need to, I think you popped on after the meeting then. So let's chat offline because I want to make sure if there's some things that you um, could be gleaning from your live too, the data. Quick hi, thank you, Sarah, having a back to school pamper day. Oh, look at you, friend. You're getting ready. I did. Okay, good. So hopefully you took some tips from the meeting and applied it. So that's good. That's good. Gotta run. Appreciate your friend. Sounds good. And so when it comes to service, let me go to services real quick so I can help my people. I'm gonna flip my screen. Here's what I'm gonna do. When I flip my screen, I'm not gonna stay long on this page, only because TikTok was a little annoyed with me last week when I was sitting on the page. I was like, are you restricting me because it looked like I was taking people off the app? I'm not trying to take you off the app. I'm just showing you what the page has on there. And so when it comes to what after you apply, let me just walk you through the process. The page I'm about to show you is for people who applied and got accepted. They would ultimately go to this page because I'm going to send you the website to go to, and you will go there and you will put your contact information. So that's what this page is for. It's connected to my stand store. So you will go there, enter your information. So I have your contact information. Okay, so that's after you applied and got accepted. Now these are the people who get this page. But this is the page that runs through what the services are. There is going to be on my the link in my bio has the recruiting link. The link that you see here is on my bio currently. It's going to stay that way for this first week. Start next week, I'll have kind of a more link tree format where I'll have that link in there. I'll have this page or what do you call it? A web flyer type. It's Canva, so it's like a web link, a public link. That's what they call it in Canva. So it'll be that you can go back and see. Not that you are putting your contact, because that, again, this page I'm showing you is for the people who actually get in. So you'll be able to see the different services and stuff as of next week from my TikTok profile, and then my social media and some other stuff, and then my stand store also will be there. So just know that some changes are going to happen as of next week. Anyway, let me show you the services really quickly. So this is an agency that's going to help you with monetization strategy and support. It's an agency that is built for beginners primarily, rookies, help you build your confidence, grow your community, monetize your expertise. We're going to talk about giving you the right guidance, encouragement to make sure that you are going live confidently. Here are the services, and I think that's what you were asking for. Live streaming, training, hosting strategy, just making sure you understand how to properly live stream and what does that mean for you to engage your community as you're looking to chat. Thank you, Bloom. How you building my own website with TT have an issue with me directing folks to the site? You have to be tactful, and I say always turn on your content disclosure. and you have to be tactful so you don't get that message that looks like you're dropping people off the website. Yeah, so um, we could talk about that, but you definitely want to make sure you're not saying leave here, go there, or something like that. How you doing, some sugar? How you doing, friends? Joining the live. Appreciate you all being here. The other thing that we're going to talk about is data-driven coaching. So when you talk about a TikTok agency, you want to make sure that people understand their data, and then as an agency, you get more data, and I share that with everybody. There's like even more data that I see, and so just recognizing that it'll help improve your performance. So I want you to make data-driven decisions, okay, and understand how you're performing. That's why I said you got to go live a little bit more frequently so that you can actually be able to have data to look at and tell a story for you, okay? So the other thing I will say is there's the accountability and motivation. You're gonna hear a girl tell you all the time, I believe in you, I think you can do it. Stay consistent. Practice makes progress, not perfect. All the things that I've always been saying. So you're gonna continue to get that encouragement. But there'll be check-in conversations, meetings. I go to lives. I've been popping in on some of your lives and stuff. I did a pop in this morning. And so I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to get around to everybody. And then there's a few meetings I've scheduled for this afternoon where people have asked to meet with me. So just recognizing you're getting a lot of hands-on support. And then there's some exclusive incentives that we're gonna have. We're gonna have some live challenges. There will be a referral program. As you refer people, you'll get points and be able to monetize off those referrals as well. And then we'll talk about growth campaigns. We talked about some stuff yesterday, so I've already presented some of the campaigns and challenges that are out there from a TikTok perspective. So we'll do some agency ones, but we'll also do the TikTok ones. And then the last thing is the advocacy, just making sure you guys are getting support with understanding violations, first of all, and how not to get them, but also if your account is banned, agencies can typically submit a request to advocate and appeal your ban. So again, you're getting that protection because of the agency being there for you, okay? My background, my live streaming, my academic educational background, live streaming experience, all that's there. And then it goes into contact information, and then how you can reach me. And then there is where you will put your contact info, and then ultimately the information here. These three things are telling you to check your communication, the different platforms we use. This is where I tell you to go live at least 3 days out of the week for a minimum of 1 hour each. And then this last one is saying that there's no fee for the agency services. But if you want my business coaching, my business strategy, conversations, any of my digital products, that type of stuff, then you have to go to my Stand Store, and those do have a fee for them. Okay, so this is where the agency services are part of the free services here. Okay, so everything to do with TikTok live streaming, free. Okay, let me know if there's any questions about that. I'm gonna flip my camera back around. And if you are interested in applying, click the link here. If you are ready to start, I'll check right now to see if you are eligible. And if you are eligible, you'll get an invite that is sent to you. And if you are, based on TikTok's process, if you are eligible, you'll get an invite sent to you. And then ultimately what will happen is that TikTok will ask you, they'll send you a notification to ask you to accept the invite. If you are not eligible, say for example you need to do some more lives, TikTok will require you to do a trial live, and then you will have to do that trial live. It's a 10-minute trial live, and then once you do it, then you'll be able to accept the invite. Okay, Dr. Lisa, what is the max you are willing to take on in your agency? What's the max? Let me say this. Currently, as TikTok TikTok is said, there is probably no max from a TikTok perspective, because they want people to grow. They want people to take on folks. I think there is going to be a point in time where I'm going to have to bring on other managers. Those are scouts and people to manage their people they're bringing in. So I think at some point I'm going to have to do that. I think for this first month, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to put a cap on it. Maybe I should say that. I don't know if I'll put a cap on it. I'm going to use this as recruiting. I'll use, because here's the reality of it. And let me just be transparent. As anything like this grows, there's people who are excited and motivated, and you sign up, and then life gets to life. That's the reality. Life gets to life, and you're like, oh, Dr. Lisa, I can't go live today. I can't go live this week. Oh, Dr. Lisa, I can't go live this month. And so then that there could have been somebody else who could have been getting support and coaching too. So I recognize that this will have some ebbs and flows to it in terms of how people are going to engage in the process. I want to be here for people. I want to make sure you're feeling supported. So the resource will be there, but it's going to be, again, I always say it's up to you in terms of how you'll take advantage of the support that's being given. Good morning, friend. My live ended rudely due to inactivity on the device I was recording with. Huh? What is that? Wait a minute. It was that a TikTok message, or what? Or you said ended rudely? Because I was just in her. I was in Jacqua's live earlier today. So ended rudely due to inactivity on my device I was recording with. I don't know what that means. So I'm still trying to process that. You were recording with your phone because I recorded overhead watch comments on another device. Okay, so there was a device error. Something happened with your device. I think that's it. It's not a TikTok. Something happened with the device she was on. I think that's what you're saying. I was like, I don't know if that's a TikTok message, but I think that's what you're saying. Something, your device somehow from a second account. I don't know. Oh, she missed the puzzle. Oh, is that what happened? Oh, no, it's a TikTok message. She missed the puzzle. Is that what you're saying, pals? You know what? I never missed the puzzle, y'all. Is that what happens when you miss the puzzle? I've never missed the puzzle. So, let me understand something. Pals, let me ask, do you mind coming up, pals? I want to, has somebody ever missed the puzzle? Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. I heard if you miss, they'll shut you down. Sure. Pals, you must have missed the puzzle. I'm assuming you said sure. I'll come up. I just invited you. So I recorded from my main overhead and watch from a second so I can see comments. Oh, hello, friend.
I was just guessing because she said that the camera she was recording on was above her head. So I'm
Okay.
guessing maybe the puzzle piece came up, but she didn't see
She didn't see
it. So
it.
because it was inactive, it cut her
Yes.
off.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So let me ask something. So thank you so much for that, pals. So I'll pull you down. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. So so what happens, Jacques? Have you ever seen that before? The puzzle piece? I'm assuming you have at some point in your life. You've had to seen it. I've never missed the puzzle. I'll be honest with you. I've never missed it. So yeah, probably. So I've never missed the puzzle, and so I don't know what not doing the puzzle looks like. And so that does make sense. Like if you miss the puzzle, yeah, you're inactive, and so they shut you down. It gives you minutes. Yeah, it's a countdown. Now I'm sure it's a countdown to it. And so you miss the puzzle in the countdown. So, um, okay, so yes. So you got to rethink how you're doing it. You got to rethink that, friend, so that you can see your camera. And I'm assuming that's the first time that's ever happened to you then, where you've missed the puzzle. Mm. And how long have you been recording that way, where you are not able to see the comments from your phone? Um, how often does it pop up? I'll take a note to watch. And you said it happened to my friend. That's what Coach Jesse said. It happened to her friend. Um, it pops up randomly. I can't tell you. It's random, and it is something that if you go longer, start going longer, you should expect to see a puzzle almost every live at some point. Like if I go live for like 90 minutes or 2 hours, I get the puzzle. Mine seemed to pop up close to an hour. She said, so Flora said close to an hour for her. Laura Lynn, how you doing? Thank you for that heart me. I saw it ended a live the other day. Oh, you said you saw that it ended a live the other day. I heard around an hour, but not sure. And you know what? It was popping up around the hour mark for me, but it got later. So again, I think there is a randomness about it too. Oh well. Hello, friend. How is your agency? It's going well. It's going well. Appreciate you being here, friend. Upscale Digital Studio. How are you doing, friend, as well? Anybody who's just coming in, if you just joined in, I do talk about the agency. I just went over some of the services and just the backstory about TikTok and why agencies. The gold link in the corner, this left corner, is where you can click to apply if you're interested in applying. Alright, it also depends on the room engagement. Yes, yes, that is true. So yeah, if your room is you know what, that's kind of random too. But I was going to say if your room is engaging, um, and maybe there's not as much activity. So maybe so like sometimes my live is teaching and you guys might be not you're not necessarily tapping as much or commenting as much. It will pop up and I'll get a puzzle. But I've seen it before where I got the puzzle and the room is rooming. So I don't know if there's true I don't know if there's a true correlation there. Yeah. Um, if it ends your live, it's okay, just push the button again. Yeah, you can restart. I'm sorry, we should have said that. I'm sure you can restart because I've seen it end for people before. Not that they missed the puzzle, but I've seen people kind of in their live because they've gotten the low the glitching and stuff, and so their room is impacted and it's not staying active and stuff. The views dropping, and so they'll restart the live. Okay, I know. No, now I know to watch it. You're welcome. Thanks. You're so welcome, friend. Um, that plays a major part in it, it seems. What plays a major part? Let me know what you meant by flourish. The puzzle? Are we talking about the puzzle or engagement? Engagement matters. If we're talking about engagement, it absolutely plays a big part. Just got off my morning. Yes, I said that. Said that. Grand rising, you all. Hello, how you doing? She will. It wasn't letting someone do the puzzle the other day. It shut it down. She just came right back. Okay. See, Nika's saying that the person was able to come right back. The engagement. Yes, the engagement matters. Yeah, the engagement matters. Sharing the live, the comments matter, y'all. I'm just gonna say that right now. You want people to comment, you want people to engage. Um, that does matter for the live, which is why teaching lives is weird. Folks are in learning mode and they forget to tap and share. Yes, that's why I said you want people to comment. So as a live host, you got to get in the business, and this is what I will say. And Jacqua, I want to say Jacqueline, but Jacqua, you corrected people on the live today. That was awesome too. Um, with the way you came back and just kind of shared your name information, your backstory. My puzzle didn't want to pop up, but the screen was dark, and I just waited. It happened this morning. Really, it didn't want to pop up. Oh, it was just that gray haze, and it didn't come up for you. You waited. Did it eventually? I'm assuming it eventually popped up because I asked folks continues to tap, share, and comment. Yes, you gotta ask folks to tap, share, and comment. But I will say this: that's important to ask them. But I will say this: you gotta come up with, and this is what I was about to say for Jacqua. You gotta come up with a couple questions that you want to help with engagement. Like, you know how you have questions, almost like an FAQ that you would have an FAQ sheet, or maybe some questions that are yes no questions, maybe some closing questions. But you want to ask people like, hey guys, have you ever done junk journaling? Put yes or no. Or you could do the poll. I always want to use that one as a good one too, especially if you're kind of new and trying to figure out different ways to get people to tap and connect. There's another way you can do it too. I'm going to show the poll in a second. Yep, just waited, and I kept talking and finally popped up. Okay, gotcha. Finding new ways to get them to participate. Yes, you got to find new ways. Yes, just really use questions a lot in my teaching lives. Yeah. I've not used the poll yet. Yeah, use the poll. So if you click the three dots in the right corner when you're live, you don't see this as viewers, but as a live host, there's three dots in the right corner. If you click the three dots over there, those there's some interactive tools right at the top. Those interactive tools. One of them is a poll vote, and you could do a quick poll. You could do some other types of poll, sticker poll. There's some other things up here. The quick poll is the one I always default to, but play around with it. And so if I had a poll to say that says, um, who is going live today? Smiley face, you're going live today, or you went live today. Crying face is that it's not your live day. Maybe you're not going live today. So just, you do that. So smiley face means that you're going to go live today, or you went live already. Click that if you're smiling because you went live today. If you haven't gone live yet, or you're not going to go live today, go ahead and click the crying face. And you're literally just tapping the images. Yep. Nikki, why you smile? Nikki, you're wrong for that. And so you're tapping the images, friends. That's what you're doing. So that's how you kind of get a little bit more participation. Participation is so hard for me to get from people. Maybe it's me. You gotta work on it. You'll come up with some creative ways to do it. And just kind of do an interactive poll is a cute way to do it. Yep. Yep. If you tap the actual screen, I think if you actually tap the screen, because it seems like 1, 2, is that it? I just want to see. Did it do it that way? Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. I'm going to come up with some related would you rather questions for a poll. That's it. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. So those are quick ways that you can do it. It's just a quick poll. Just tap the smiley or sad face. Yep, that's it. Yep. And so just know that those are ways that you can kind of get people to kind of jumpstart your room a little bit. There's some other interactive ways you can do it. I would tell you guys play around with it, especially my newbies. If you are brand new, play around with some of those features. Play around with some of the polls. The Q&A was fun. That's a fun live because TikTok has that in there, and it's some good questions. It will get the room to chatting. You can do a poll at the top of the room too. Yep. Yep. You said you can do a poll at, what you mean up here? What you mean? I thought you were saying like at the top of the live. You said at the top of the room. There's a Q&A, but there's also trivia. Yes. Let me see. I see the lightened Q&A, and then you said when you are live. I don't know if you're saying at the top of the room. I don't see anything in particular, Nika. It's funny you say that. I don't see anything, friend. Guess I need to learn the buttons more. Yeah. Play around with those buttons. That'll get you a little bit more interaction. Top equals beginning. That's what I was thinking. Was top at the beginning of your live, or did she say physically at the top? I don't see what she's talking about. She's saying physically at the top. So I don't know if I see anything there, friend. Nika, I know Nika, top left is for me. There's nothing over there. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. There's nothing over here for me. There's the popular live. Obviously, that's at the learn room. My ranking. When I click my name. You see something from a viewer perspective? Let me know what you're looking at. I know you will be in your partner's lives, so you probably see something on that screen. But I don't see what you're talking about for my live. No, I don't see it, friend. To me, thank you, pals. Great. Oh, yeah, you're connected. Awesome. Okay, friends. So let me know if there's any questions. Anybody who is going to apply to the agency, you can click the gold link below here. If not, I do have a hard stop today because I have to meet. I have a meeting. But let me know if there's any questions about the agency. Like I said, the agency is something I'm going to always use the live to recruit. I'm saying there's another option for polls in the live. Is multi-questions shows up in top left. I don't see it on this side. When you're in your guest live, I wonder if that's what you're talking about. When you hit the guest feature, there's some fun tools and games there that you can pull up, hanging out. There's trivia, there's roundtable. Yeah, there's so many games here. I wonder if that's what you're talking about. But for me to see any of that stuff, I have to click the guest option, and then there's some different things in there that I can there's a Q&A with the multi-guest. Yeah, there's some stuff in there. So there's a whole game toolkit down in my lower left corner. When I click, but I have to click guest. And when I click guest, there's like this little cube type box, and that's what I'm clicking to get to it. Thank you so much, Jacques. I appreciate you. So yeah, I think we're probably talking about the same thing. It's just where it's showing up for me, where to get to it. And so for me, and I don't know, this, I was about to say, I switched to business, but my screen for the most part looks the same as when I was personal. So nothing's terribly different in terms of what's here. The link is a new feature I can activate. My service box was still there, so that's not new. So I think it's probably just different in terms of where you saw that box located. Before the live host is here, or for my page is here under guest, and then when I click guest, there's all types of ways that you can interact with your guest by doing it. Well, we discussed this week how to get our entire gift gallery completed. I talked about that yesterday. Not that so I talked about it yesterday in the sense that you need to make your goal, your gift gallery. You want to put some stuff in there that's related to your goal. So I think you want to start with that strategy first. Thank you so much. How you doing, T-Ray? Appreciate you. Appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you for being a title gifter for the mustache, the hat mustache. So yes. So that's what I would say. Start there. Now, at the end of the day, I think it's important for you to talk. The ones hard to get complete are the ones that you have to do 5 and 6 at the same time. Yep. You don't have to do. Not one person has to do that. You can make it so that it's a gift gallery option and people come in and light it up. And if you get 6 of them, it still lights up your gift gallery. Genius never thought to base my life goal on the gift gallery. Yep. So put it in your gift gallery. Whoever gets the most of them is the person that's going to be the title gifter. So say I came in and I gave the hearts and I gave 3 of them, I become the title gifter if I finish up that item. Yep. Thank you so much. Okay. I am implementing that this week. Awesome. Yeah. See how it goes first. Let's see. Look at you, the title gifter. Look at it, just go, Jesse. Thank you so much, friend. But yeah, so that's the way you have to look at it that way. I wouldn't say that I don't want to. So let me say this different. Let me say this. And I probably should have said this in the Zoom yesterday. I think there's some things as an agency we can coordinate and try to have people support each other. I think that's fine. The goal is for us to expand beyond. We want to get other eyes. You don't want to exhaust only people in the agency. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're only tapping each other to do stuff, then that's only going to go so far. So at some point we're going to have to kind of expand our circle and make it so that more people are here and we're reaching new people and people are able to reach their new people. And so that's how you want to expand your circle. If we're just looking in our internal area, then that at some point will get exhausting. And so we just want to be intentional about how we do that and still support one another so that we can do a both and. Good morning. I'm just listening. I'm going to work. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. He said, I'm just listening. You're saying a lot of good stuff. Yeah, I want to expand beyond us. Sometime that momentum starts with us. It does start with us. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm just saying it. At some point, we got to be thinking beyond us too. So, and well, yes, I think it could be both. I think where we want to start, you got to start with you. Maybe that's where I'm about to, that's what I'm saying. You got to start with you and your community. And then we're going to bring new people to have eyes on it, and people may support, and then they will bring their supporters. You know what, though? I want to say something real quick. I did it when I came into my live today. I did it when I came into my live, and I did it when I was in Jacqua's live. So, really quickly, and this is for you, She Will. Yesterday, you were talking about bringing more people based on the search at the share option. When you do a power share, I want you to do it right now in my live. Do a power share. I want you to scroll all the way down to the bottom. You see more friends. I want you to search a few names. Maybe it's a name that you've never seen before. You know, um, put a name that you normally don't see, but it's a person you might see in here, or somebody you might see that that follows you, but they're not in your main list. I want you to put a different name in there, and it actually allows you to add that person and some other names too. So do it for me real quick so that you know what I'm talking about. If you press the screen down, and so for example, what happened in Jacqua's live is that I put the word crochet in because I was trying to do my crochet friends. Jacqua, if you're still in the room, that's why you got some crochet people to come in your live. And I actually added some of y'all and shared the live out that way, where I shared it with different people. And so because I started to type the word, it started typing up different people I could share it out with. And I just had to hit the circle and share it out with them. And that's what I did this morning. So you asked the question yesterday, like, oh, why does it only keep showing me the same list? You actually can search and add new names to send it to. Um, yeah, oh, they have crochet in there. Yeah. So it sent all, I was able to send it down to those people. Yeah. And I sent it to you too, pals. That's how you came in the room. I shared it with you and I shared it with some other people. Yeah. So that's exactly what happened. Upscale. Thank you for the shares, friend. So let me know if you understand. She will. Let me know if you caught that one. Because I know you brought that up and you were like, my shares are always the same names. Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. We're gonna be great, y'all. We're gonna do a lot this year. But yes, she will. Let me know if you see what I'm talking about, friend. Because like I said, you were a little disillusioned by it only sharing the same names over and over again. Now, by me doing that in the live, it does not. I'm just trying to see, did any of those names show up in my list now? It does not add them to my list, does it? Oh, it does. It does. It adds them under the list. Hello. This live is different than many I'm in because I can send it to people who will actually come in. Really? When you send the live out, it don't normally people don't come in for other lives. You're welcome. I have no idea what I'm doing. You are doing it correctly, friend. Upscale Digital, let me know if you want support. I am a TikTok live host agency. So I am part of TikTok's Creator Network program. If you click the link below, you can apply to become part of my agency. Several of the people in the room are part of the agency, and that's what we're doing. I'm teaching and learning, and I want you all to recognize that you'll get additional support services. You'll be able to attend my weekly Zoom meetings. We just did one last night, and get additional guidance and support. I'll pop in on your live. So I'm part of the TikTok Live Creator Network. Let me know if I need to explain that further, just so I know you said you're new. So I'll do a recap in a second. I missed that you can repeat, please. I missed that. Can you repeat it? The share thing. Okay, let me repeat it. This live is different. Nika, what did you mean by that? Let me know. How you doing, Petra? Thank you so much. Hey, Coach. How do we categorize a video? Good morning. The program is for free. I should say that, huh? I clicked enjoy. Look at you, friend. You said I clicked enjoy. Okay, I'll check and see if you're eligible because that's a TikTok rule. And if you have not gone live before, TikTok is going to require you to go live for 10 minutes first. Yes, to get to FYP. Yes, give me 1 second, Brina. when you say yes to get to the FYP, you may get to the FYP. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. But how can I get my gift card refilled? Yes. I um, I do good things. Thank you so much. You're doing good things. Oh, you're welcome, friend. 3 times already with live. Okay, okay, categorize. Okay, give me 1 second, Brina. Let me check. Because I think you're asking a couple different questions, and I want to make sure I understand the questions. So upscale. I'm hitting invite now. Let's see what TikTok says for you, friend. Um, TikTok might let you in. Let's see. I didn't get the message that says you have to do any test lives. So you might be good, friend. Let's see. You are good. Invite sent. So no, I sent you the invite. So you have what's called a system notification. You got a system notification from TikTok. So you want to go into that system notification. You're gonna it's gonna say a creator network invited you. It's gonna be from Launch Your Income Agency, and then you essentially you said, Brittany said, how do you join? Because you got questions, friend. Click this link here. Click the link here in this lower left corner, and that's how you join. It's free. It's a free service. And so click the link, and then I'm gonna talk. I'll do my whole spiel in a second, but click the link, and I can see if you are eligible, because that's what I had to just do for Upscaled. So Upscale, you're gonna go to that email. You're gonna go to that notification in your inbox here on TikTok. Go to your TikTok notification. You gotta accept the invitation first before you can, I mean, I invited you, so you gotta accept it. You got 7 days to accept it. And then after you accept it, I'm gonna send you my website link for you to provide your contact information. And then you're in that confirmation, once you submit that contact information, your name, email, that type of stuff. Once you submit that, I'm gonna ask you, you'll get an email confirmation to join my WhatsApp. And so that's where we're gonna be communicating at. For now, I'm gonna try my best to get school set up, because I don't like that WhatsApp doesn't let new people see my old messages. So I sent several messages over the last couple of days, and so when you join, you won't see any of those. So that's a problem for me. So I need us to get to school quickly. So I'm gonna try my best to get that up before the week is out. But long story short, you gotta accept first. So, are there any agency in or TT requirements for receiving a posting PR from a brand? Let me read that again, Bloom. You said, are there any agencies and or TikTok requirements for receiving and posting PR from a brand? I don't know of any agencies that specialize in that, so let me say that first of all. And I don't know if there's any TikTok requirements for receiving and posting PR from a brand. So if you are receiving or posting, I don't know, I get the messages for the jewelry, and it's like, oh, we want you to be a brand ambassador. I got the messages, this is crocheted in my head, but I got the messages from a wig company's like, we want you to promote our wigs. The answer is, I'm not aware of a policy or practice from TikTok when you get those inbox messages. You do get messages when you're on TikTok Shop all the time from sellers and brands that want you to promote their products. So that to me is a little bit more structured, and for you to kind of focus on those type of messages, because it comes through like the TikTok Shop notification, which is a little different. So for there, I think it's a little easier. And then and if you have your email in your bio, they email you as well. I get emails all the time because my email's in my bio for my other page. So yes, so that's there. So I don't know if I answered your question, but that's it. Brina, I'm gonna check for you now too, friend. I see where you sent your invite. Let me check. Oh, you're already with another creator network. You can't join 2 at the same time. So if you already belong to a creator network, you can't join another one. Yeah. So what TikTok typically tells you to do is go to your network and talk to them about their requirements, and when you have questions and their meetings and stuff, you want to make sure you're talking to them. I actually can get in trouble if I'm said to be, you said, girl, who am I with? can show you where to go check. But if you don't know who you're with, then you ain't getting support. But I can't. Let me say that differently because I can't talk about them. But just know that you should know who you with. Okay, so here I'm on my shop page. Let me turn the mirror around. So if you click here where it says TikTok Studio, you're gonna go to your page, click TikTok Studio. Once you click TikTok Studio, it says Tools and it says Live. This is the live home screen. That was hilarious. Hit live. You're gonna hit the live side. God, my phone's sensitive. Okay, so once you are on the live side, I want you to scroll down. We're gonna go to the part. Oh, hold on a second. We're gonna go and make this so you can see it. The part that says Tools and Resources. There's a little arrow. You see that arrow that my finger's by? You're gonna click that arrow. It pops up the whole screen. It says Join Creator Network. When you guys check this is for my people too. You should see Launch Your Income. For you, friend, I don't know who you with. I can't talk about them. I don't want them to get me in trouble. But that's where you can go check. You can check and it will show you about the Creator Network program. And if you're with somebody, it actually says who you're with and how long you've been with them and how long your contract is. Okay? So just know that that's where you go check. So you need to go check. Now, I missed a couple messages. Now, because I said that, let me just say, I didn't know if your agency had requirements for TikTok. TikTok requirements for PR stuff and posting? No, it doesn't. No, there's nothing there. Good morning. How you doing, Jay Money? You said, what up, room? Appreciate you, friend. Backstory, right before I joined your agency, our brand reached out to me and sent PR. Okay. Yes, please get school. Yes. Just joined an affiliate program already. Um, um, let's see. Do I join your agency? What? Petra, you want to set? If you click that link in the corner, you can see. I can see if you're eligible. If you want to do that, okay. So I went back to messages, friends. I just wanted to make sure I hadn't missed some messages. So yeah, anybody who wants to join, click the link here, and I can see if you're eligible to join. I can check really quickly. You said you got in rooms. Some are calling everyone else but me. That tells me that the room is not for me. Petra, let me know if you. I see your message now, friend. I see your message. I have to go back up and see messages, but let me know if you have any questions, friend. If you click the link below, you can get links. You can get to the link, okay? But that's how you do it. You said, I'm back. I see your friend. Let me know if you have questions. Let me say this, and I just want to make sure you guys, Jacqua, she is out of the room. TikTok will filter comments. I sent her, I think I did it to, who else room was I in yesterday? Tons of questions. Yes, tons of questions. I know you guys have tons of questions. I was in somebody else's room. So because now I am moving around to your rooms, TikTok is filtering comments. So whose room was I visiting and my comments was being filtered? It was one of my new people. Some Sugar. It was your room. Some Sugar, I commented a few times. It was your room, Some Sugar, and it was Jacqua's room today. My comments were being filtered. So I recognize, I think I was telling you, Some Sugar, about how to end your live. Yeah, really. You didn't, I had to reword my comment a few times. Jacqua's comments, I had to reword a couple times today too. Because I was telling her, she was asking about content disclosure. Are you still in the room? Because I wanted to make sure I answered her question, because I sent her a message. That's what I should have asked her when she came in, because I sent her an inbox message to see if she understood the content disclosure. She was talking about the other situation. You said I just applied to join. I see your message, friend. I'm gonna check now. But yeah, TikTok will filter comments, and just recognize when I was chatting with you all, I think I was trying to answer your question, and I think some sugar, he was like, you were waiting for my answer, and I don't think you got my answer because it got filtered. You know what? It wasn't you. It wasn't you, some sugar. It was Rising Star. It wasn't you. Your room was fine because you were chatting back and forth with a couple different people, and I was laughing at you. So your room was hilarious. No, it was Rising Star's room. She was the one that kept getting filtered. My comments were kept getting filtered because I was with her asking, trying to walk her through the process. She was trying to end the live, y'all. She couldn't end the live. I was like, okay, here's the button you press. And she was like, Dr. Lisa, I'm waiting on you. How do I end this live? So I had to revert. I was like, just end, button up in the corner. Because I was trying to explain the process. And she was like, Dr. Lisa. So, Petra, let me check for you, friend. Yes. But yeah, that's who it was. That's who it was. So she couldn't end her live, and I was trying to walk her through. But TikTok does filter. So I just want to say that out loud. I want to make sure you guys understand TikTok and its sensitivity. And just know that you want to make sure you let your audience know. Patra, I just checked for you, friend. It looks like you're good, friend. Let me check. You're good. I sent you a notification. So you are just like my friend who applied earlier. You're gonna get a system notification. So with the system notification, you're gonna get that where TikTok will. How you doing, Kiki? Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the shares. Appreciate the support. So good morning. Stop by and show some love. Thank you so much, friend. So TikTok is going to send you a system notification. So in your inbox, go check your inbox. Once you check your inbox, that system notification, it's gonna come from it's gonna say you got an invitation from our creator network, and then you're gonna click that. It's gonna be from Launch Your Income Agency, and that's where you have to accept the invitation. Once you accept the invitation, I'll get a notification, and what I will do is that it will allow me to send you my website. And so with my website, you are gonna go in and give me your contact information. Yep. And then there's an email confirmation. Once you hit submit, go check your email. It's going to be from Stan. Check your email. It's going to have the WhatsApp link for you to join my WhatsApp group. And so I was saying earlier, I'm going to change that hopefully by the end of the week. But I think the group will always be there. Don't get me wrong. But I think I am going to move us to school because I'm going to have us be in school hopefully for much of our communications that go out and being able to interact with one another. So I was hopeful about WhatsApp, but it's just too problematic as new people are entering each day to kind of keep up with the communications. So that's what's happening there, friends. I do have a hard stop at noon because I'm meeting with somebody, but with that, just know if you click the link, if you're curious, I'm gonna show Petra. Who else? If there's anybody else who is going to click the link, I just want to do a quick recap for anybody who's looking to apply. So, yes, it is so. Yes. So, anybody who's looking to apply, people who are new at going live, I was sharing earlier, I want to make sure we are staying in communication, my newbies. And so I'm going to see if I got to find time. I really want to allocate some time to getting that school community stood up so we can have that. But I also don't want to lose momentum with my new people because you guys got to go live, okay? I want you to go live. I don't want you to sit back and be like, Dr. Lisa, nothing's changed for me. And you only went live during the trial period, or you only did your first 3 lives and ain't nobody seen you since, okay? So I want you all to get comfortable with going live. and I want to meet with you all. So I'm thinking my people who are like 0 to 30 days, I'm gonna try to see if I can find some time for us to meet. Maybe Wednesday evening or Thursday. Tuesday I got a commitment tomorrow, so I would say Tuesday, but I got a commitment I can't do tomorrow unless I did something midday. If we can help in any way, yes. You know what I did for some of my new people? I love the idea of some of my new people going to, and I'll probably put that, great, thank you. You're welcome, Brian. Great idea. I probably will put that in the WhatsApp. I want some of my new people to go visit some of the seasoned folks. Seasoned. Some of the people who've been doing it for a minute and just kind of get a chance to kind of meet them. I was also sending people like to Miss Darlene's room because she's new, but she's kind of like she's not new, so she's still doing things from a new person's perspective, kind of understanding the platform and different features and stuff. So that's helpful because you got somebody who can tell you a little bit of some of the things you want to pay attention to as people are coming in. But I need to kind of put some time through that. The short stuff is somebody who does and pals, let me know your room too. I think there's a couple people who are kind of doing the live TikTok live coaching. Is that what your room is built on, friend? Let me know. Are you doing some of the live coaching stuff? I think the short stuff does it as well. So those might be rooms you can go to and kind of get some quick tips and strategies too with understanding the platform. So I want to build that in so we all are kind of knowing what to do and not sitting back, waiting and not doing anything. And then the other thing I talked about this over the meeting was doing some friendly battles. You gotta get your battle game on. Not that this is a battle agency, but I do talk about it in the sense that I want you all to know that it is a form of growth from a monetization perspective, but also from your friends. I went to Try Room, very nice, engaging. Thank you so much. Try Room, what's Try Room? Let me know. I'm going to help people start making content. Oh, that's good. Oh, thank you for saying that, pals. There was in the live yesterday, in my meeting yesterday, somebody asked specifically, I think it was Mrs. Treetop. She was like, will you help with content creation? I was like, I can, share the best basics. But that's what community is all about. That's the beauty of this. That is the beauty of this. So I can tell people to go to your room. Oh, Miss Treetop, me. You was in her, so okay, you still here. See, I'll be remembering. See? So go to Pal's room. Let's go to her room. Since she's doing that, I do that as well. 31 days. Okay, so you got two people. You got two people. Upscale Digital Studio. That's the beauty of this. Her name is Trey. Have 4 kids, single mom. Okay. Okay. She was doing she does TikTok shop. I'm not TikTok shop, TikTok coaching. So that's good too. So I quit it. You said I quit it. Brittany, okay, here's what I'm gonna say real quick. Here's what I'm gonna say. Let me say things. I need names and times. Okay, so really quickly, everything yesterday's meeting, I created a document. It's for everybody got the link. A document for us to put our TikTok name, our username, our topic for our live, and our time and time zones. All that information is on a spreadsheet. So let's update that. Let's have that updated. And then so we all can kind of go there. And so Petra, if you so I think you're talking about somebody who does live TikTok live coaching. Definitely we want to make sure people know good people to go to. So my only disclaimer, my only disclaimer. Thank you so much, friend. So make sure you go to that spreadsheet and put your information there so we all can keep track of it. And then that's helpful for me too when I go and see who's live. If I have some time, I can go pop in. Although the platform lets me see it as well, so I can see from that perspective too. But it's good to know for all of us to know who's live and when you're going live and what your topic is. Petra, what I was about to say is that my only disclaimer in terms of live coaching is that sometimes people do stuff. I think there's also always good tips and strategies, and I think some tips and strategies are not always the right information. So I would just say, maybe vet it a little bit and maybe just search sometimes. But it's good to know who's good life coaches. I just say that it's good to know who's out there and who's doing it and who's explaining and supporting, especially my new people. There's not enough. There's people who are like really, really good at sharing information, but they're also talking to people who understand the process already. You understand? So if you're new and you're new, then you don't understand that. Some of the terminology, understand how to do things. So my friend like Mrs. Treetop, she was like, how do you do content? So to go to a room where you know you're going to get some good tips and strategies and guidance on how to do content, as opposed to someone who's going to, still not explain well. I think that's where I'd say just be careful about where you go. I missed that because our meeting went over 1.5 hours and I had to go. Did you hear my explanation earlier about sharing? I don't think you did. Did you miss my she will? Did you hear what I said about sharing? I shared how to add more people to search for in your sharing. I did it today, so I just wanted to make sure I said that to you. Got me signed up for something I had nothing, you knew nothing about, and it's in Chinese. Ooh, ooh, wow. How long ago? Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, friend. How long ago did you do that? What was the date? Because that matters. And I'll explain why I say that. I didn't get an email from you. It didn't come from me. Is there a time delay? You wouldn't have gotten an email from me. It's an inbox text message from TikTok. Let me show you what it looks like. So I'm back on my shop page. Let me mirror my thing. So I'm back on my shop page. I'm gonna click TikTok Studio. So over here. So when you click TikTok Studio, you see where it says Tools and Live. I'm sorry. Why did I go to TikTok Studio? I'm sorry. Back to my shop page. wrong place. Inbox. See right here it says inbox. So it says the number. You're gonna click the inbox. And then TikTok has what's called system notifications. You're gonna click that little black system notification. You will have that little dot there. If you click that, it will show you, so it will show you different notifications that come in, and it'll have one that says creator network invitation, and that's what you're going to. So you're going into your TikTok to go to system notifications. Where is the sheet? Bountiful. I don't think you applied to the agency. Did you apply? Let me know. Did you apply to the agency? I don't think you applied. Did you apply? If you didn't apply, click the link here. Click that link. Yeah, she has great communication. Great. Thank you so much, Petra. I saw your message. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much for being here. I was speaking to the Google Doc for us. No, I did not hear about sharing. Okay, let me tell you about that. Oh, it's too late, friend. So what happens? Let me just say this. So you quit. You submitted your explanation. You quit because you were well beyond the 15-day out period where you can do an out clause. You can leave within 15 days. You went beyond 15 days. You had to give a 30-day notice. So what you just submitted was your 30-day notice. And then you have to wait 2 months, 60 days before you can go to another agency. So it's technically 90 days because you got to do 30 days first, and then you got to wait 2 months before you can go to another agency. So you got to wait until you got to wait all of August, all of September, pretty much all of October. So it'll be like the first week of November before you can go to another agency. I've had people who comes on to tell me different ways that wasn't right, then say follow her. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Let's when we get you into Petra, when you go to the system notification, you'll get the WhatsApp. Put that person's name. You can put that in the group What's Me, so people know somebody else who can give some tips and strategies. TikTok will go on about it. It won't be. It won't. Ain't going nowhere. Who are you talking to? I'm about to start talking to you. She will. Give me 1 second. They should change that. I know they should change it. She will. Okay, I did all that. Thank you. I thought it was something. You are about to get something that's going to come from me. Upscale, you're about to get a message that's going to come from me. I'm going to give you the link to go to my website and put in your contact information. So that's the next step for you, friend. So Petra, if you do it as well, if you want to jump out real quick and accept the notification, I'll do you both at the same time. So I'll send you both an inbox message that's going to come from me with my thank you message and my website link to go to. That's where you're going to put your contact information. Once you do that, then you are going to check your email, because in that email confirmation that says you submitted, it has the WhatsApp link. Okay? You said I'm mad. Okay. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, it's in that. If you go back to that page, you'll see where it says the notification. She will, real quick for you, friend, before I have to jump off. She will. If you press the screen, if you press the screen and you let the screen, you can do it right now. Okay, I will. Perfect. You can do it right now as I talk to you. Press the screen as if you're about to share out my live, do the power share. So hold the screen down, you see all the names. I want you to scroll all the way down till you get a question, the search symbol. So if you press the screen, scroll all the way down, you'll get a search symbol. In that search symbol, think of a name you want to share with that is not part of your list. Um, I don't know. If you follow Trisha, maybe Trisha's not there for you. If you follow Yes Michelle Crochets, type that in. Um, it'll start showing other people you can share it with. You can share it with that person, and you can click down. Now, what will happen is that those people you shared it with will be part of your recent list of names you shared. This is as a live host. So right now you're seeing it as a viewer, but as a live host, you'll see it as people who you recently shared it with. So when you're in your room and you're live, that's another way to add more people to share your live with. Okay? So let me know if that makes sense. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. She asked that question yesterday on the Zoom call. Oh, gotcha. See, I got you. I got you. So Petra, you need to accept my notification. And then my friends, Upscale, I'm about to send you a message. I'm about to send you an instant message to, you're welcome, friend. Thanks, Doc. You're welcome, friends. Um, I'm about to send you an instant message and tell you what you need to do in terms of getting the website link. Okay? Tap, tap, tap. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And let's see, my friend. Let's see, which one is it? Okay. All right, Petra, it is, I'm sorry, Upscale, it is sent. So you got a message from me now. Okay, you just got it. And then, Petra, I'm waiting on you, friend. So once you, okay, I went to my inbox, then I picked up you again. I will go back. You're gonna go to the system notification area. So you're not going to me. You're going to the system notification. Did you see where I showed you where that's at? Like when you're in your inbox. So you're here, and you're gonna go. You're gonna go to your inbox messages, and then it'll show you that system notification. That's where you're going. They sent you a system notification. Okay. All right, friends. Petra, I'm gonna wait on you real quick. Let me see if you accept it. If you accept it, I'll see the notice. You haven't accepted yet. I'm gonna send you a reminder. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all for joining the live. Thank you so much. What we're talking about, I'm gonna have to jump off though. I have to get to a meeting. But we're talking about the fact that I have an agency. I'm part of the TikTok Creator Network agency, and you'll see the link in this lower left corner. If you're looking for a TikTok Creator Network agency to join, my agency is called Launch Your Income Agency, and I will support new live hosts in your live journey. And you can click to apply. I can check to see if you are eligible. If you are eligible, you'll get a system notification to accept. Yay, I didn't know. Yay, I'm sorry, Bountiful, yes. That's what happened, yes, that's what we're talking about. And so I'm an agency, and I am taking people on, even crazy people like me. Yes, even crazy. Jill. Is this Jill? Jill, you the person with the phone number issue? Jill. Jill, let me know if that's, I think that's you, Jill. How you doing, Jill? How are you, friend? I love it, Jill. You still have no bio, Jill. I'm good. Jill, you said I am not putting a bio. They had your phone number and they called you and you had to get them back. That story we don't forget, friend. That's just the story you just don't forget. But you have to go live. You have to go live. So if you're not willing to put your phone number in your bio, I'm sure you don't want to go live. All right, I have to leave shortly. I do have a meeting I have to get to. It starts literally at 12:15, so I have to head out. But let me know if you guys have any questions. Um, and I was gonna wait on Petra. That's who I was waiting on. So I want to just make sure I didn't miss her before I head out. Thank you so much, Jill. Appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Come on in. Um, and then Petra, I don't see. Petra, please send it again. I sent it. I sent it. I see you, but no message. It's gonna come from TikTok. It's not from me. It's a message that comes through the system notification. When you are looking in your inbox, you're gonna look for a little black box like this that says system notification. Let me come here. It says system notifications. That comes from TikTok. See, Nika, you in here? See y'all in here? This is the shop page. The system notification. That's what you're looking for. When is the next meeting? Pals, I'm going to try to do the next meeting next Sunday at 6:30. I'm going to try to do it a little earlier than 7, but we'll see. Okay, I will get it. Okay. Please, okay. You said, love you. Appreciate you. When is the next meeting? Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. That's what I'm going to try to do. So we can trust when something comes through the system, not system notification. If something comes through the system notification, it's coming through TikTok. That's what that is. Correct. Yes, I will get it. Okay, pals. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I need to put that out there for people. We didn't say that at the end of the meeting, but that is my plan to do Sunday at 6:30 because last week we did 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to do a little earlier, just so that we can get in on and off because we did 7 o'clock when we went to 9. So your girl want to get off a little early, so we'll see if I can get on and off quickly. Okay. All right, friends. I appreciate you. Petra, I hope we can, let me see. I hope you're good. Trying to see where you're showing up in my system. Yeah, you're still showing up as pending. Okay, I forgot I'm on vacation at a different time. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. That's okay, friends. It was recorded. I did email it out. I said this earlier. I love what Zoom AI did because it might have been one or two things I was willing to tweak, but I didn't do it in terms of how it summarized, but it summarized very well, very detailed. It did a really good summary. So go back there because I had it do a summary for us and I did the recording. So you guys have all the information, but if you have 2 hours you want to spend, listen to the recording, you can. The notes were pretty comprehensive though, I will say that. So we'll keep doing that method where you have the notes, you'll have the recording, and then in that I'll also put that contact sheet I want you guys to kind of fill in to share when you go live, your time zone, your username, that type of stuff, nickname, so that we can have that. So all that is there. So we're going to try to do some things. We're going to try our best to support each other and connect. And then kind of the marching order this week, we were going to do, this is our happy, where is it? I got to do it this way. I'm mirrored backwards. We got to do our happy launch week. So if you are willing to do, a battle, a friendly match, work within the agency to get somebody to coordinate with you and do it. You know what? Let me say something out loud. Rhonda, I'm going to ask you. I need to go to the WhatsApp because I saw a message pop in. I think there was 2 or 3 people said they were willing to do battles. Do you guys see those messages in the groups? Do you see each other's comments? Let me know. I'm going to probably put a message out there just to see on the battle group. Do you see it? Because I tried to add people and the system wouldn't let me. So I think you guys are already added by default, but I'm not sure. Okay, yes, you saw someone's pop up. Okay, because I got notifications on my phone, but I never went to see what was the full message. I would love to do a battle. I battle now in other people's lives. Okay, Well, Rhonda, and some sugar, y'all connect because some sugar will be a good one too, Rhonda, to do, and vice versa, because you guys are both in the agency, and I know you guys are both going live frequently and in the evenings too. So you guys might work in terms of timing too. So all of the, and I think y'all rooms are similar sizes, and so everything makes sense. Yeah. So I would say try that and see if you can kind of get a battle coordinated between the two of you, maybe for like Tuesday, Wednesday. See if you guys can get that done. Okay. And then Rhonda, I know we're about to meet, so I'm about to get off. It's very knowledgeable. I wanted her help. Yes, yes, she is. So she would be awesome for you. Yep. So there we go. All right, friends. All right. Okay. So let me let y'all go. I'm gonna say good night. I'll see y'all at 4. I'll hopefully Patra's good. I will. I think she is good. I'm gonna send her a message. Yep, she accepted. Okay, so let me send her a message real quick. All right, so appreciate you, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Rhonda, I'll see you in a second, and I'll see you guys at 4 o'clock. I appreciate you all. Take care. Bye bye. All right, friends. Thank you so much. You saw a girl. I just went right to work mode. Thank you so much. I apologize. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Bye bye.